Hey, Apple Bloom. How's it going with the Cutie Mark Crusaders? Done any, epic quests or crusading lately?
Oh, well, no, actually, not really. See, we're kinda on break.
On break? Since when do the Cutie Mark Crusaders take breaks?
Since, well, recently. I mean, every pony's gotta take a break once in a while, right?
How recently?
Pretty recent?
Why is she avoiding my questions? Something's not right here. Although, now that I think about it, there's one Crusader I haven't heard anything about today. Say, Apple Bloom, do you know where Scootaloo's been?
Nowhere. I mean, somewhere. I mean, not here. I mean, I don't know.
Uh-huh. So, did you hear about what happened to Rarity last night?
Did I? That was an awful thing that happened to her.
Well, don't worry. I'm on the case, and I promise you that I'll find the one who broke that window and stole from her.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Hope you have real good luck there.
That was an odd response. Apple Bloom, you wouldn't happen to know anything about what happened, would you?
Huh? Course not. Why would you think I'm not telling you something, huh?
Because you just told me that you're not. Okay, Apple Bloom. Time to find out what you're hiding.
Hold it!
Pinky! What in the world are you doing?
I'm pressing you for information, Buster. Or at least that's what the walkthrough says. I'm not really quite sure how this is supposed to work here.
Another lesson from Professor Pinkie Pie?
Yupperoonie! This time we're talking about interrogations! Are you excited? I'm super duper excited with a strawberry on top!
Don't you mean cherry?
No, I don't really like cherries.
But I mean the whole ride home with Rarity. Never mind. Let's just get this over with.
Okie dokie dokie! Now, the walkthrough says that interrogations are a super special thing where you've got to try to wring the truth out of your opponent. And you do this with your mind, Twilight. Your mind! I guess you should have no problem with all that mind you got, huh?
Sure. So, what do I do?
Well, she's about to tell you something that totally isn't true. Well, part of it at least. And it's your job to figure out what that part is. Once you find a statement that doesn't fit with the evidence you have available, you'll want to present that evidence against that statement. Like so. Zam! Powie! Pizzazz!
Can I do it without that last part?
Well, if you want to be boring, sure.
Boring is fine. Boring is great.
Oh, and if you think you need your opponent to talk more about something they said, you can always select press for info. And you'll get them to talk, like me. I love talking.
I've noticed.
And that's all for now. But remember, you gotta use pizzazz. Otherwise, you're not a real investigator. The walkthrough says so.
Duly noted.
Jeez, do something to lighten her up a bit, would ya? She's a terrible audience. Anyway, until next time, bye!
I thought she'd never leave. Okay, on with the investigation. Apple Bloom, I need to ask you about where you were around the time of the crime.
Huh? How come? I'm not a suspect, am I?
No, I just need to know. Procedure and all. That makes sense, right?
Sure, I guess. I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest. Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm. We finished everything up at around 6:30. Or 7? I don't remember exactly what it was. Just a minute.
Why can't you remember exactly when it was?
'Cause I I was outside. Duh! We ain't no fancy pants ponies with the watches and stuff. That's for Camelot ponies.
That doesn't account for your whole day, though. What about the rest of it?
I had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day. Just a minute.
That took up the whole day?
Twi, you have no idea how scary Miss Caroline can be in the classroom.
Do tell.
After Family Appreciation Day, every pony in the whole class had to write an essay on how it's bad to sleep in class when some pony else is talking.
That doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, it ain't, except for the fact that she wanted us to explain our position on why it's bad and what bad it is using classical philosophers' argument as a basis. Jeremy Banhoof will haunt me to the grave, Twi. To the grave.
This is an elementary school?
I certainly never went anywhere near the Carousel Boutique. No, sorry. Just a minute.
I didn't ask about the Carousel Boutique.
Oh, well, I still didn't. I mean, that's where the crime happened, right? So naturally, I figured you were asking about that. And I wasn't. So there.
If you say so.
So, I don't know if I can really help you much here, Twi. Awful sorry.
Wait a second. Objection.
Twilight, what in the hell are you doing?
Well, I wanted to give it, pizzazz. Just like the real thing. Did it sound official?
Twi, you feeling alright? Hey, I bet Sakura could help with that.
Okay, I get it. I'm not a lawyer. Anyways, Apple Bloom, I'm afraid to say that I don't think you're being honest with me here.
Huh? Of course I am, Twi. How could you say something like that?
Oh no, I'm not being guilt-tripped this time. I found a scrap of your cape near the bridge to the Carousel Boutique. I know you were there, Apple Bloom.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that was left there last night, does it? Why, that was left there a long time ago, Twi.
No, Apple Bloom. I'm afraid that one's not going to fly. I talked to Rarity earlier, and she told me that you had this fixed this morning.
Yeah, but...
Your prized Cutie Mark Crusaders cape. Apple Bloom, come on. You can't tell me that you wouldn't get that fixed as soon as possible.
But I mean... Alright, you win, Twi. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but please, I need you to tell me what you know. I can't help if I don't know as much as possible. All right, Apple Bloom. Please tell me everything you know about what happened last night.
I can't.
And why not?
'Cause I can't.
Apple Bloom, I think I know why you're not talking.
How's this?
You were trying to protect Scootaloo, aren't you? I haven't heard from her all day, and Rarity said some things about you three that seemed awfully suspicious.
Yeah, you got it, Twi.
Apple Bloom, listen to me. I know your heart is in the right place, but this isn't the right way to protect Scootaloo. There's an investigative team coming in from Canterlot to handle this case. It's very, very important that I have this case closed before they get here.
You don't mean that investigation team, do ya?
I'm afraid I do.
Okay, I get it, Twi. No more hiding, promise. I wasn't being truthful because, well, I was awful worried about Scootaloo. See, last night, we were rehearsing a comedy routine that we had planned to put on for Rarity's birthday, which is coming up pretty soon. We've been doing that for quite a while now.
Oh, right! Comedy, of course! Right!
Well, yeah, this'll learn all cutie marks for sure. But you can't tell any pony about this, Twi. This is super duper top secret. It won't work if it's not a surprise.
Sure. You can trust me. Cross my heart and hope to fly. Stick a cupcake in my eye.
That a yes?
Yes.
Well, alright then. Anyway, we were practicing in the town square last night, like always, and things are going pretty well. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time, or what she was up to. A short while after that, we heard a sudden loud crash coming from Carousel Boutique. We didn't know what in tarnation was happening now, so we just watched for a bit to see what was going on. And then a little while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo, Twilight.
What? Oh, no. That can't be right.
Afraid it is, Twi. I didn't know what was going on, but since it seemed like Scootaloo was in trouble, we all figured, well, better not say anything about it. I'm awful sorry I lied to you, Twi.
It's fine, really. You did the right thing in telling me all this. This has been a big help.
Scootaloo's not a thief, Twi. You gotta believe me. You gotta help her. Promise.
I promise on my honor as an investigator that I will clear Scootaloo's name and get to the bottom of this.
Is that something that's valuable?
Let's just say that, yes, I promise. Now I know that Verity's hiding something from me. I'd better pay her another visit.
Whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
All right, then. Let's look at this a different way. How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
Immediately, of course, but I don't see what relevance that has to anything.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity. Maybe I can get her to talk, if I make it seem like I know more than I really do. Rarity, I spoke to Applebloom earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night. I also learned that Scootaloo stayed for roughly a minute before leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing the crash, don't you think you might have seen something?
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
You are correct, Twilight. I did see Scootaloo last night. I did not know what to make of it, and meant to protect her. I do apologize for not being forthright about it.
I understand, Rarity, but if that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
All right, time to get to the bottom of this. All right, Rarity. Please tell me everything you know about what you saw last night. I can't help if I don't have all the details.
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best. I finished my work for yesterday earlier than expected, so I had wanted to get my beauty sleep. I have been somewhat deprived. given that a certain client had made several last-minute orders. I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep when, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor!
Just a minute. What kind of crash are we talking about, exactly?
The kind of crash that a window makes when it gets broken. Honestly, Twilight, I dare say I needn't spell this one out for you.
Aha, right. Wait, so what did you do when you heard this crash?
Well, I was just scared out of my wits at that moment, so I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on.
Just a minute. If there were potentially dangerous thieves in your home, why would you have gone downstairs so quickly? Weren't you worried for your safety?
I suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it. But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not? What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible! The first floor of my boutique, ransacked, ruined, torn apart! Oh, what is a man to do?
Just a minute. Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Of course I'm upset! All that time put into organization and sorting and everything like that. Ruined! Just ruined! Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
That's what has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization, but sheesh.
Worse still, True, my prized jewel, was gone! Snatched from my very home! And worst of all, the very first thing I saw when I arrived was an orange and purple pony darting out my door.
Just a minute. Rarity, this is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here. Was there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
Well, I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all. And by that time, it had very nearly left. All I could say is that it was definitely something moving. And that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
All I saw was her backside. Perhaps the cape had gotten wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window. I don't know, Twilight. If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
Is she really the only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think!
And if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well, I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that a Scootaloo purposely broke into my boutique to steal True Blue. Or what other explanation could there be?
Just a minute. Is that really the only interpretation there is for what happened?
I'm afraid I can't think of any other, Twilight. I do truly apologize. Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight. This isn't Scootaloo at all. Yet, there she was.
I know this can't be right. It just can't. But is there anything wrong with what she's saying?
I finished my work for yes.
Wait a second. Rarity. I know that this is going to sound entirely irrelevant, but I think I have a lead on what might have happened to Opalescence. At least, if not True Blue.
Oh, do tell, darling. Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging from their length and color, I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than Opalescence. As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo, then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully. she was probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
Let me ask a very important question before answering that. Do you, by any chance, keep your door locked when you go to sleep at night?
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Of course! The poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
Then I think we've established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
Twilight, I must ask that you be more direct, as I am not following one word you're saying.
All right, let's think about the facts of the case thus far. We know that you heard a crash and came downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique. We can reasonably conclude that she probably was responsible for the broken window. However, we also know that the broken window was likely an accident, and that she had veered off course with her scooter because she was avoiding Opal, who was immediately in front of her path. You just told me, though, that you bring an Opal and lock your door at night. So that raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here. Namely, what was Opal doing outside in the first place?
But she would have gotten out when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
That's not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Right before she crashed through the window. Ah!
I trust you're beginning to see my point. If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Exactly. I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo, and that they're the ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out. The question now, though, is who that would be, and that's just what I'm going to find out.
Well, good luck with that.
Are you still doubting me after all this, Rarity?
Well, it's just hard to see you as a detective.
Tell me, who was right about Nightmare Moon?
You, darling, but...
And who solved the mystery of the
You again, but I really...
And who recognized that Princess Cadance had been replaced by a fake?
Once again, you, but you see...
So, why does no pony ever listen to me?
Well, I suppose it's that eventually you must be due for getting something wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
I could explain the many reasons that argument doesn't hold any water, but by the time I even got to Bray's theorem, the Canterlot investigative team would have gotten here and convicted Fluttershy of something like running an illegal bear fighting club. Probably best to drop the subject now, while I have the chance. Sure. That, makes sense, I guess. Anyways, I'd best be off. More investigating and such like. Thanks for the help, Rarity.
Anytime, my dear.
Where do I go from here, though? It feels like I've talked to just about every pony. Other than Scootaloo, of course. Wait, Scootaloo. Scootaloo, that's it! I haven't talked to all the Cutie Mark Crusaders yet. And if Applebloom is involved, then the others probably are as well. Now, if I recall correctly, I can get to their clubhouse via the western exit of the town square. It's worth a shot, at any rate.